Hi, I'm Martin from GuitarAssembly, and in this video I'm going to be doing a step-by-step tutorial on how to wind a set of Telecaster pickups. If you haven't already checked out one of the other videos where I do an overview of all the parts that you need to wind your pickup, go and watch that and then come back here to do this one. So we've got all our parts here that we need for winding the pickup. So first of all, we need to start assembling the flatworks ready for winding. So the first thing I do is get the eyelets into the flatwork. Do exactly the same with the bridge. I always have the larger part of the eyelet on the base. It's flat on that side and it stops the wire catching whilst it's winding on the machine. So I always use that as the base there. That's the bottoms there. Okay, so now we're going to get the mags in. These are Alnico V pole mags, 16mm. I will put the imperial measurements in the description. These ones have a slight bevel on the top, and then there's various ways you can do this. These ones do just push in. I have these flatworks made here, so they kind of made the perfect size of the mags that I use. And then place the top on. And you can use, I use my dead blow hammer just to kind of tap them down. And that is done. And we're going to do exactly the same with this one. These are 17mm pieces. Again, they just push in. And then place your top on. If they are a little bit loose, you can use a small amount of super glue, but just a tiny amount. You don't want it oozing out everywhere. So there you go. That's 2 bobbins with flatworks assembled, ready for winding. So now we're going to start feeding the copper wire into the eyelet as for your start point. I use the left side on this for my start for clockwise. So I'm just going to feed that through, down, and then just keep wrapping it a few times. So we're doing a clockwise wind on this one. So I'm going to put it on its side. Depends on how specific you want to be. You might want to count your winds as you get it, because obviously we're going to wind this round a few times to get back to the machine. So now it's on the winder. This is a CNC machine. So I've set on the computer the start and the finish. We're doing about 8,000 winds on this particular wind. So that's that 8,000 winds done. So again, on the right hand side eyelet, and do exactly what we did at the beginning, and that's just feeding it through. And just loop and tie that in. Now I'm just going to leave that excess out for a second. And now we'll solder on our start and our finish. So I grabbed some of the vintage pullback wire there. So this is your start and this is your finish. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tin those first. So I'm going to pull that back, twist it, add a little bit of flux, and then just heat that flux. Little piece of solder, poke that through, have it sitting quite far through. And again, we'll do the same. We're going to tin this, so a bit of flux, and then solder that in. And then just snip that off, take it away. And then just pull that through. And we're going to do exactly the same with the other side, with the ground. And then we should have a readable pickup. So grab your multimeter, ground, live, set your multimeter to 20k because it's not going to go above that, and check. There we are, 7k output. Now what I like to do is just to kind of wrap the coil, kind of holds it all in place. I don't go crazy with it, I just, one little wrap around is fine, just to kind of hold everything to there. Now we can cover it. And there we have a neck pickup. There will be another video on potting. I'm not going to pot in this video, but there will be another video following this within this series on potting. So now we're going to start on the bridge pickup. It's going to exactly the same process as we did with the neck pickup. The only difference is that we're going to be doing a reverse wound on this one. So you've got your starting point. So your live will start on the right side. We're just going to feed the coil through on the right side. So this is a reverse wind. 10,000 winds on the bridge I'm doing on this one. Right, that's our 10,000 winds done on our bridge pickup. Right, let's take it off. So like before, we'll do our finish into the eyelet. Same process again, but remember that our live will come from the right side. Let's pull it back. So again, let's tin it. Twist that nice and tight. Tin it. Just be nice and gentle here, not to snap it. Then we game over if you snap it on the input. So hold that. Little bit of flux there. Snap some of that off. Heat that. And then that little bit of excess, cut off and pull that down. And that should start. And follow the same again. we should have a readable bridge pickup. So our neck was 7K, our bridge is 9.12, which is perfect. So these are both wound, one clockwise, counterclockwise. If you haven't got charged magnets, then you're going to need to charge them. I use this couple of neodymium magnets, they're quite strong. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pass them through the field a few times. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the neck, always go neck north and bridge south. So when passing it through, all we're doing is passing it through the field a few times, and that will charge the mags. So bring that, try and keep it as close as possible, and that's enough to charge the mags, just a few through. And obviously we want that south, so we're going to turn that around so the top of the pickup is facing the south mags. So hold that in, pull that through. Should be charged enough now, and that's it. So there you are, that's your two Telecaster pickups, your set, your neck and your bridge. Check out the other video where there is a parts list for that if you haven't watched it. And again, thank you very much, and like and subscribe. Cheers.